Hello everybody, it's Mike here, and I'm going to show you my solution for my home studio, my EDM home studio. I looked online on YouTube, I looked in a whole bunch of different places and couldn't find a good solution as far as a stand. I saw what some people had set up themselves, but I think I have something that works for me. So real quick, let's get a quick look at what I've done and then I'll explain what I purchased and how I did it. So here is my Komplete Kontrol S49 keyboard with my Native Instruments Studio and also my Native Instruments Jam, all working in conjunction with each other. And what I have, the keyboard is sitting perpendicular to the floor, parallel to the floor. And then I have the other two sitting near vertical, not quite. You can see it's on a slight angle. And bottom line is, all it is a two-tiered keyboard stand that I had to make modifications to. Let me turn this down a little. By the way, there is my Complete Audio 6. So I am certainly a Native Instruments fan. So this is bottom line a two-tiered Z stand keyboard by Proline. The catch here is that I bought it as two separate pieces because they're two-tiered keyboards that came as a package were either not Z stand or the second tier did not have the support. So I'll show you here real quick. Let's get around to here and pull it up. So what I have here, I purchased the PLZ 700 stand keyboard, and you can adjust the height and the width independently. Then I purchased the PL700T tier, and what I like about this tier is it does have that middle support right there. So these are Proline, and that is the PL700T on top of the PL700Z. Now, one of the things I had to do in the process is this tier, because you can adjust the angle on it. It has a foot right there, and what I needed to do was I needed to saw that foot off in order to accomplish what I was trying to do with the board. So we'll come back over here and you'll see that I have the two studio items, the studio and the jam, on a board. Basically, I made this out of melamine, and I put the edge on it all the way around, and then I just used a textured paint on it. And by no means is it perfect, but I wanted it to be textured so the units would have some kind of grip. So I have the board, and that board is attached to the two brackets with the foot cut off. And what I mean by the two brackets with the foot cut off, here's the bracket that came up with the upper tier, and normally there would be a foot right here that would hold the bottom of the keyboard so it wouldn't slide down. So I had to cut that off with a saw on both sides. And then you can see all I did was drill two holes through, one high, one low on each of the legs. And I'll show you here. And bottom line is I built this backboard to the width of my two units, and I put a foot on it, and the textured paint is good as far as I am concerned from keeping it from sliding right to left, but I didn't want the textured paint to hurt the bottom of the unit, so I just put a couple pads. The bolts, I countersunk them I used a drill bit and a Forstner bit, so those bolts are not raised, they're actually down in the board. And as far as the width, I made it just wide enough for the two machines. I would say it's not quite 30 inches. I don't hold me to that, I don't remember the exact figure. And the height of the unit is 17 inches from the bottom to the top. And this foot right here is a little bit over an inch deep by probably an inch and a half tall. And what I did is I glued and nailed the foot on. So I mean, just someone with average woodworking tools could take care of that. Also, when I say the board's 17 inches tall, in hindsight, I probably would have gone a little taller. You see, I have it just to almost to the top of the legs for that came with the upper tier. Also, the important part is I don't have the legs too wide or the upper tier too wide. And here I'm only using the Kontrol S49 here, so it's not like I have a huge board, and certainly I could put a larger board on it. But bottom line is I can sit up here, and when I'm at my keyboard, my pads are right here within easy reach, and my Maschine jam is right here, right within easy reach. Visually I can see the screen up top fine, and of course my computer is just over here to the side. So instead of having stuff all over the desktop, I was putting my keyboard where my musical keyboard where my computer keyboard was, and that just wasn't working. This setup might not work for everybody, but for me it ended up a pretty decent project. I also had another stand I was trying to use the studio on, and now I'm using that for my tractor S8. So once again, native instruments all the way around. Any questions, give me a holler. I hope I gave someone a few ideas. Enjoy your day.